us where you learned this Cornish song that you're going to sing for us?
Well, I learned it from my father originally, and of course my grandfather sang it before him.
Oh, for 1,000 tongues to sing my great Redeemer's praise, the glories of my God and King, the triumphs of his grace.
He's dead and laid in his grave, laid in his grave, laid in his grave.
How happy is the sportsman who loved to hunt the fox, hunting for Bowena among the geese and ducks.
Mr. Persons, will you tell me how this little Cornish song, Come and I Will Sing You, used to be sung? Come and I will sing you.
What will you sing me?
I had a dream the other night, the funniest dream of all. I dreamt that I was kissing you behind the garden wall, and she said, little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you in the springtime and the fall. Little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you the best of all. Now I walked my true love home last night beneath the spreading vine. She put her arms around my waist and pressed her lips to mine, and she said, little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you in the springtime and the fall. Little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you the best of all. So I went to call on my best girl, her bulldog flew at me and bit me by the old back porch right near the maple tree, and she said, little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you in the springtime and the fall. Little eyes, I love you, and little eyes, I love you, I love you the best of all. But it was not you that I did see behind that garden wall, for it was my wife a-looking at me. She looked so big and tall, and she said, little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you in the springtime and the fall. Little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you the best of all. So tell me, honey, tell me true, who is your turtle dove? Oh, tell me, honey, tell me do, who is the one you love? And she said, little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you in the springtime and the fall. Little eyes, I love you, and little eyes, I love you, I love you the best of all. And she said, little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you in the springtime and the fall. Little eyes, I love you, little eyes, I love you, I love you the best of all. Thanks so much. We're so happy to be here with you this evening. So that was, many of you may know, that was Little Eyes, a song that's really popular in pubs around Cornwall now, and the Fishermen's Friends have done a version, and the Augiemen have done a version, and all sorts of folks. But it's called Little Eyes, and it actually has its origins in the United States. It was a late 19th century song in the United States that was taken up by some black male vocal groups, and one of them, the Deep River Boys, went and recorded that in 1953 out in London, and they were kind of a big deal out there, and it caught on, and Cornish groups started singing it, and now you hear it in pubs all over the place. So we're going to do another one here for you. Raise your hand if you know the name Harry Glasson. He wrote Cornwall My Home. Raise your hand if you've heard Cornwall My Home. Aha, that's a bigger portion of the population. So Harry Glasson is undoubtedly the most famous folk song writer and folk singer in Cornwall now. He's like a living legend. And he wrote this next one when he visited the United States, because he's been here several times. And he wrote this next one called Home for Flora, about a Cornish American missing home in Michigan. The people all dancing round. I'm out here in America, 3,000 miles away, and I wish I was in Houston on a Houston, Florida day. Well, I am just a cousin Jack from many miles away, from across the ocean and in the USA. My family came from Wendren, and when the mines closed down, came out here to Michigan and the virgin copper ground. And I wish I was in Houston, standing in the town, on a bright May morning with the people all dancing round. I'm out here in America, 3,000 miles away, and I wish I was in Houston on a Houston, Florida day. Well, I remember my father saying when he was just a lad that he was taking a once to Florida and the pleasure that was had. The everlasting memory of the drum that kept the beat, and the echo of that haunting tune as we danced up down the street. And I wish I was in Houston, standing in the town, on a bright May morning with the people all dancing round. I'm out here in America, 3,000 miles away, and I wish I was in Houston on a Houston, Florida day. Now I am just a working man, a carpenter by trade. Managed to raise a family and keep the mortgage paid. There's never enough left over when all is said and done to travel back 3,000 miles to the place that I call home. And I wish I was in Houston, standing in the town, on a bright May morning with the people all dancing round. I'm out here in America, 3,000 miles away, and I wish I was in Houston on a Florida day. And I wish I was in Houston, standing in the town, on a bright May morning with the people all dancing round. But I am out here in America, 3,000 miles away, and I wish I was in Houston on a Houston, Florida day. And I wish I was in Houston, standing in the town, on a bright May morning with the people all dancing round. 3,000 miles away, and I wish I was in Houston on a Houston, Florida day. Linda McDonald on the flute over here. All right, we're going to do one now for you. So a lot of, as you probably know, if you haven't heard, Cornwall is a little peninsula that sticks out into the Celtic Sea, and just north of it is Ireland. It's not very far at all. In fact, you can get a flight from Newquay to Dublin, Ireland for like $75 on the off-season. So check it out. It's pretty easy to get between the two, and it always has been by sea. And so all across the north coast of Cornwall, you'll hear quite a lot of Scots-Irish music. I hope you'll know this next one. The chorus says, and it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more. But there's a clappy bit. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. We'll give it a try, and you'll pick it up. Allie and Emily over here are going to help you out. I've been all over for many's the year, and I spent all me money on whiskey and beer. Now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, clap, 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 no, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. So I went into an alehouse that I used to frequent, and I told my landlady my money was spent. I asked her for credit, but she answered me nay. Such a custom is yours I could have any day. And it's no, nay, never, clap, 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 no, nay, never, no more. We like to play the wild rover, no, never, no more. So I took from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and my landlady's eyes opened up with delight. She said she had whiskies and wines of the best, and that the words she told me were only in jest. And it's no, nay, never, clap, 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 no, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. Here we go. And it's no, nay, never, clap, 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 no, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. So I went home to my parents, confessed what I had done, and I asked them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they caressed me as oft times before, I said I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, clap, 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 no, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never, clap, 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 no, nay, never, no more. Will I play the wild rover? No, never. No more.
Hello there. My name's Richard Trethewey, and you might recognise me from the time when we brought the Mousel Cat to Mineral Point in 2019. Can't believe it's all those years ago, but it was. I'm thrilled to be joining you again virtually to do a version of a tune of mine called Smoking Chimneys. So thank you very much, Nick, for this opportunity. I wrote this tune in about 2010 after attending an event called Smoking Chimneys, which was held at the top of Carnbray, which is a beautiful hill that overlooks Redruth and Camborne, an area once famed for Cornish tin mining. And there are about 2,000 people on top of Carnbray, all waiting for the moment that smoke would rise again from the old chimney stacks littered around the hill. So this is a tune called Smoking Chimneys.
Smoke is rising to the sky and the shout goes around. There's tin to be had, but it's deep underground. When there's tin in the ground and there's fish in the sea, there's hope in old Cornwall for you and for me.
Round of applause for Richard Trethewey joining us from Cornwall. Richard has been a wonderful friend to me and to this town, and a great Cornish musician, a wonderful songwriter. And he does have some CDs out on the table. We've got our little merch table out there, and Richard also has a couple of CDs that you can pick up out in the lobby, which also reminds me of our songbook. So this is a participatory thing. In the spirit of Cornish pub singing, we want you all to be able to join in as much as possible. So in your programs, you have an insert with a QR code and a URL, and there's actually a free Wi-Fi in the Opera House here, so you can access that if you don't have cell phone coverage and get that songbook. Take a look at that, get your phones out, scan the QR code, put in the URL. And if you can't get that to work, that's okay. We've got a few copies of the songbook that Pat Snyder is going around handing out. So if you need one, raise your hand. Pat will come find you, and you can sing along, and you can take the songbook home and share it with your friends and tell them all about how wonderful Cornish music is. Yeah? Are we all going to do that tonight? Yes. Yeah. All right, we're going to play one now for you. This one's called Estrin, which in the Cornish language means stranger. So if you didn't know, the Cornish have a language. It's a Celtic language, and it's very closely related to Breton and Welsh. So Estrin means stranger, but in fact, this song is sung all over Britain and Ireland. This particular version is a Cornish version that was collected by a guy named Sabine Baring-Gould and his associate Frederick Bussell in 1891. Frederick Bussell, he gets on probably a cart, a horse-drawn cart or something, part of the way through Cornwall, train service a bit, but rough roads, and Frederick Bussell navigates Cornwall to find a woman named Mary Trays, who is an elder woman, and we know that she was very poor. She was living on the charity of the church at the time, and Mary sang this song for Frederick Bussell in 1891, and then it changed a little bit in the 1980s, but it stayed mostly the same, and that's what we're going to play for you, is Estrin. A stranger in this country, from America I came. There is no one here does know me, they do not know my name. I am a stranger in this country, and I'll tarry here a while, and then I'll ramble further over many a long mile. Some say that I am rakish, and some do call me wild. Some say that I am rakish, and many maids beguiled. But to prove that I am loyal, come sweet love with me. I will take you to America, my darling, you shall be.
give my love to Polly, the maiden I adore, and give my love to Sally, although she is so poor, and give my love to Betty, my love and my delight, my love likewise to Hetty, I dream of her at night. The moon shall set in darkness, the stars shall give no light, if ever I deceitful prove to my dear heart's delight. All in the midst of ocean shall spring a myrtle tree, if ever I am faithful prove to her that goes with me. I am a stranger in this country, from America I came. There is no one here does know me, they do not know my name. I am a stranger in this country, and I'll tarry here a while, and then I'll ramble further over many a long mile.
Can I teach you a bit of Cornish? In the Cornish language, to say cheers, if you're thirsty, the way to say cheers is yechis da, which literally means good health. Da is good, yechis is health. So here's to you, yechis da. There you go. Yeah, nicely done. And if I ask how you're doing, I might say fat lau hui. Fat lau hui is like, how are you doing? And you could say splan, which is splendid. So let's try that one. Fat lau hui.
Splan.
There you go. How are we all doing out there tonight? Nicely done. And now you can cheers your friends with Yachista this evening. We're going to do a proper folk song for you now. This is one called The White Rose. And I say it's a proper folk song because we don't really know when it started or how. It's one of those songs that it seems like people in Cornwall have just always been singing. It's a gorgeous ballad. It's about aging or dying, depending on how you interpret the lyrics. But it's a wonderful love song. This is The White Rose. First time I met you, my darling, your face was as fair as the rose, but now your dear face has grown paler, as pale as the lily white rose, and I love the white rose in its splendor. I love the white rose in its bloom. I love the white rose, so fair as she grows. It's the rose that reminds me of you. Fair as the spring, oh my darling, your face shines so bright, so divine, the fairest of blooms in my garden. Oh, lily white rose, you are mine. I love the white rose in its splendor. I love the white rose in its bloom. I love the white rose, so fair as she grows.
It's the rose that reminds me of you. Years pass by so quickly, my darling. Each makes you more precious to me. Long may we grow close together. Oh, lily white rose, cling to me. I love the white rose in its splendor. I love the white rose in its bloom. I love the white rose, so fair as she grows. It's the rose that reminds me of you. And I love the white rose in its splendor. I love the white rose in its bloom. I love the white rose, so fair as she grows. It's the rose that reminds me of you. I'm really privileged to be here in this group with some wonderful musicians. So over here, we've got Jim Lindroth on percussion, and he'll play some guitar for you later. We've got Linda McDonald on flute, gorgeous flute solo on that last one. Ali Taliani over here is our vocalist and concertina player extraordinaire. Hold up your concertina so they can see what it looks like. A concertina is like a mini accordion kind of, but with all buttons instead of the piano keys. So it's a squeeze box sort of thing. You see him a lot in pub sessions in Cornwall. Round of applause for Ali. And over here we've got Emily Riggin on vocals and the vibe curation and tambourine and shaker. Emily Riggin. And I'm Nick Booker. I hope you'll sing along as much as you can. Fat La Hui out there.
Splan.
Fat La Hui.
Splan.
Thank you. Allie's going to lead this next one. This is an original called Tim Richmond.
Kisses were right so merry, and he took her for his wife. Oh, and the oaks, they did grow, they did grow. Oh, and the trees bore their leaves, bore their leaves. Tim Richmond was a miner, a working man, but kinder. All his jewels were always finer than the finest of your life. Tim Richmond was a hunter, and of men there was no meaner. He was a grizzly killer, taking bears in just a night. Tim Richmond was a gentleman, a lady's name he would defend. Always paid his debts to friends and drank his whiskey right. He traveled all the world around and covered every patch of ground. trees bore their leaves, bore their leaves.
Thanks so much.
Nick wrote that song.
That's true. I did write that song. Thank you. Yechesda, you all are a great audience out there. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. What do you think of this Cornish festival, huh? I've been coming to this festival for a few years now, and it's phenomenal every year. And the amazing work that people like Jim Jewell and Glenn Ridnour and Pat Snyder and Tina and Paul and everybody out here does for the Cornish American community is just incredible. So I have some family heritage back in Cornwall by way of my mother, and so this has been a really special, impactful place for me here in Mineral Point. I've always felt incredibly welcome here in Mineral Point, particularly at the Cornish Festival. So thank you all for being here, and I hope you feel welcome too. We're going to do one now for you in the Cornish language. This was written by the great bard Richard Gendel, recorded by the Cornish songbird, or the Cornish nightingale, Brenda Wooten. This is one called Carrick-Cairno, which in the Cornish language means dearest Cornwall. And in the songbook, with that QR code in your insert, or the URL, or the thing that you got from Pat Snyder out in the lobby, which you could also get at intermission if you want, in the songbook, you have the original lyrics in Cornish, in the Cornish language, and you also have a translation, so you know what it's like in English. So as we're singing, please do follow along in the translation, so you know what we're saying. This is Carrick-Cairno by Richard Gendel.
So I had the opportunity to go to Cornwall just this last month in August. It was my first time. You'll see some of our pictures back here. Nick and I went together, and it was the most beautiful place I've ever been. I know several of you have been there before, so you've experienced how amazing it is. But this song, Carrick-Cairno, is in the Cornish language, and it's about appreciating the big and little things about the place that you come from, and appreciating the beauty of your home.
Carrick-Cairno haitholon an mora droveji menethaloch Carrick-Cagavon Pogresit Carafi Pilipinach Meharamones Rested Hewilla Vithewith Clois Ragnins Espar Death Tier Plegado In lay my fin if mors Carrick-Cairno Awitholon Amora Droveji Menethalo Carrick-Cagavon Uprisit Carafi It ballowed down And I it Cafa And Quetra the sea Our time Our up to That is Colorado Father Progressive therapy. Progressive therapy. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a good time out there. You having a good time? Good. We're having a great time up here. Thanks for having us. We're really privileged to be here, and I feel especially privileged to welcome out the finest Cornish scoot dancer I have seen in North America, period, who lives right here in Mineral Point, Bryce Woyak. Give a round of applause for Bryce Woyak out here. We're going to do a tune called the Boss Castle Breakdown, and Bryce is going to do some Cornish scoot dancing for you. He's got his fancy shoes on and everything. So Jim and I are going to play the tune, and Bryce is going to dance for you. So do check out those songbooks, and you can see lots of information, even about the tunes and stuff. So I've got lots of recordings for you that link over to the Cornish National Music Archive and YouTube and all sorts of stuff. Cool musicians who play this stuff in Cornwall. So do check it out. If you haven't gotten a copy yet, make sure to see Pat Snyder out in the lobby before you leave and get a copy so you can keep listening to this music and learn it and play it for your friends and your family and spread it all around. I'm looking at you, Matt Nevers. All right, here we go. Speaking of Matt Nevers, yes. So Jim's guitar broke this morning, and Matt was kind enough to loan us a guitar. So this Epiphone is courtesy of Matt Nevers over here and his great connections here at Mineral Point. Round of applause for Matt Nevers.
applause for Bryce Woyak over here. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back, and there will be much more music and singing and dancing and Cornish language stuff and all things Cornish American. So do see us out in the lobby out there, see Pat Snyder, and then come on back in a few minutes after you have a chance to grab something to drink and grab a snack, and we'll see you for the second half.